middle campus.
What event we at? Where we at, Slim?
We out here Riverside drifting. They getting it in. We getting it in. You know how we do.
We were at Riverside Drift, the fall 10K Showdown.
In Salem, Indiana. The Sticks.
Day one was
Day one was a roller coaster.
It rained a lot, so
Muddied things up, literally and figuratively.
it was supposed to be a 2-day competition, so there was no competition day one. They just let people run. Most guys didn't even drive. A few people did.
It made for some really great photos. The rain collecting on the track, when the sun finally came back out, the reflections were looking absolutely beautiful. It created a nice mist in the air. It was a nice substitute for tire smoke. Day one was pretty solid, besides the weather. We out here. Outside.
If we're talking rainy to dry, one or the other, if I have to pick, it's dry.
That's an easy one. I'm personally going to take dry every time, all the time.
Because tire smoke always looks sick in a photo.
Raining drift, when it comes to a media standpoint, it throws a lot of extra curveballs in the situation. You have to take a lot more extra precautions to get the job done, like attaching bags, having to monitor the weather, because sometimes the bag's not enough. You got to take off running for the car. But on the flip side, I feel like worse weather leads to better photos.
When a track is wet and it's rainy, like the water can be a cool element to kind of replace that if there's enough. But the main thing about, to me, all rain really does is reduce the amount of cars on the track. Day 2 is a lot better.
Day 2 was the meat and potatoes of the event. Day 2 had the actual competition, which was a blast.
There's still standing water everywhere, but it didn't rain. It was nice and sunny all day.
The sun was out, clouds were rolling in and out, so you got a lot of different lighting situations.
The wind was kind of hooking, but the people just driving, going at it, like the battles are going so crazy. The track layout was sick from a media standpoint.
The track was super small. You were able to get to every corner in a very short amount of time.
Every corner and every position you stood in had a slightly different backdrop. So at one corner, you've got a golf course. At another corner, your background is a farm. At a couple of corners, your backdrop is the grandstands. So it's not like at Jefferson or Killcare or a lot of these circuits where a lot of the background just looks the same.
And my personal favorite part was the elevation changes. The elevation changes allowed for some really interesting angles. It allowed you in certain spots to get below the car and almost make the pavement disappear, so it's like they're drifting on thin air. But then on the flip side, there's certain spots where you're able to get above the car and almost get that kind of like professional like scaffolding shot. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Would go back.
It's this one right here of the blue Miata, the guy from Florida, and the teal JZX 90 or 100. It's a JZX. It's cool. But this is my favorite because it's composition. I mean, it's a pan shot. You know, here at Create and Conquer, we love pans. So the fact that it's a pan shot is always winning. The reflection in the mud is cool. Even though you can't see the cars, you can see the sky, you can see the trees. But the one cool thing I like about it is the proximity of them together really shows how hard they were going. And just the difference between the blue and green of the up top and like the reddish brown clay at the bottom. That's why this one's my favorite.
So I'd say my favorite photo I took is definitely this one of Mike Pollard going around the entry. I think that's corner number 1. Reason why I like this photo is, number 1, it's a pan. Pans bring the fans. Number 2, I really enjoy the composition. I like the contrast of his black and gold car with the green background, and then also it kind of matches the gold of the construction equipment in the background. And overall, this is just it's just a super clean photo. It originally started off as a portrait that I cropped landscape. So it really shows that my focus was on beam because the photo is actually like 3 times the size of what the final version is. So definitely my favorite. So favorite photo my brother took was hands down day 1. At the end of the day, during the very small amount of night drifting, is of Chris KMR coming around the final turn. I mean, first things first is always it's a pan. Second, I love the fact that the car is backlit by the floodlights that they had on track. And I think my favorite part about it is the fact of you can see the lights, like the light coming from inside of his car is almost changing the color of the smoke. I really enjoy that. And it's just overall just an amazing photo.
It's my wallpaper now. This photo is so sick because first of all, like the focus is nailed. The focus is nailed. The composition is great. You got both of those Bobby screwdrivers, the S14 and the BMW, are like in perfect tandem. Backlit using the sun, because this is from day 1, so you know the sun was coming in at the back from where you were standing. Looked great, bro. And then the blue, in contrast with its complementary color being all the yellow from the sunset. Beautiful. I love this photo. Which is why it's my background.
I don't regret all the time that I spent counting blessings. I don't give a fuck about who next. Till I fuck my whole check up in this bitch. I recluse for the time being off these cups that know ain't much else to see. And them hoes seen flocking on the fucking net whole time. Stomping on these niggas next. I got plenty time, I might stall it out. I got money signed, she might fuck me now. I got all the time left in the world, let the world know how I'm coming out. I got time, don't have time, and I don't have life. All I ask for you is just to save me one time, save me.
Thank y'all for watching episode 3 of Floating About Canvas. That was our last event of the season, last drift event of the season for us. But thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe because that goes a long way to helping us out. If you also want to take it a step further, www.jojocreative.com/createXconquer.